Welcome back, everybody, to the Now Morning Show. Having a little bit of fun with the gentlemen in studio, and more particularly the gentleman to my left, Lieutenant Colonel Peter Ganesh, who is the parade commander. And this morning we want to talk about Independence Day Parade, which will be taking place in Tobago. I'm sure that people are supposed to know that This coming Saturday we'll be celebrating 57 years as an independent nation, Trinidad and Tobago. Lieutenant Colonel, good morning and welcome.
Morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine. I actually have a very good morning this morning.
Very good. Because it's important to wake up early and get your business done early, right?
Yes, it is.
It is. And something that will be starting early will be the Independence Parade in Tobago?
Yes, it is. So we would normally, parade starts at 08:30, but our guys would be on the ground from 06 to ensure that everything is in place. And we're hoping this year that we get the same weather that we've gotten for the last couple of years. So we're hoping that the citizens of both Trinidad and Tobago would be able to come out and have a really good parade with us this year.
And you're the parade commander for what is taking place in Tobago.
Yes, I am.
Yep. What can we expect?
Well, provided that we get decent weather, and I know there's a weather condition going on right now in the Caribbean. You can expect a very good parade. We've been doing rehearsals over the last couple of days. We have a rehearsal actually scheduled tomorrow. Tomorrow is our final rehearsal, and then we start very promptly at, as I said, 08:30 on Saturday morning. The parade would take probably about an hour or so at the venue, and then we will be march past. There's a march past that goes from the venue, Dwight York Stadium, all the way into Bacolet, Scarborough. It's a 2-mile route march, so that along the route as well, we normally get citizens lining up and enjoying the parade as well. So what we expect is a very exciting, very dynamic parade. We're hoping that we do get the fly pass. We're still working on the fly pass from Trinidad to get to Tobago. But right now we've confirmed the full entourage in terms of the parade entities, the teams, as well as the vehicles and all the other accessories that go with the parade. So hopefully we have a very good day in Tobago as well.
And how did it go for the past years? Were you part of it?
Well, yes, this is actually my 3rd year. So I've always loved Tobago. I would have volunteered for the last 2 years, and this year, because of there was the Carifesta in Trinidad, a lot of our guys had to be pulled back to that. So I kind of took this one as well. So I'm actually very, very happy to do Tobago. I've been in Tobago now for a number of years. Even when I first started, I spent about 5 or 6 years in Tobago. So this is like my second home, So
now, Trinidad and Tobago, one country, gained independence same day, same time. Why is it important for us to have a parade in Trinidad and one in Tobago as well?
Well, the challenge with obviously we're separated by water, so it's not feasible for a number of Tobagonians to actually come to Trinidad to actually witness the parade. Additionally, with the independence, with school holidays, a lot of Trinidadians actually go to Tobago for the holidays. So if you're in Tobago as a Trinidadian, or if you're in Tobago as a Tobagonian, it's important from a national perspective that you actually are allowed to, celebrate because it was a monumental event in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, and it is commemorated each year with a parade. So if you're not able to come to Trinidad, then obviously the next best bet is to have a similar parade in Tobago.
Why a parade though? Why do we have to commemorate our independence with a parade?
Well, that's probably a good question, but it's normally celebrated across the world. Independence, major activities like that are normally commemorated with parades. The parade is not just military. It's actually incorporates a number of different entities, including the Boys Brigade, the Red Cross, and a number of civilian entities. And it's also an opportunity for Trinidad to raise a level of Trinidad and Tobago, to show some national pride, and I think a parade is a very good way to kind of exhibit that national pride and to really kind of get people connected to their country.
I personally have only really witnessed it for the last 5 years when I actually started paying attention to things like these. And I always wondered, why is it we have to do this? What is the real significance of it as we celebrate independence? Yes, I know it's supposed to be national pride, but you have all of these men and women there standing up in the hot sun for just the president to walk around and inspect. Right. And you question, what is the real importance behind it?
Well, there's in terms of the significance, that was the day that Trinidad and Tobago started to get their own rules. So they moved from it's a period in time that is commemorated. So you move from a colony where you are under someone else's rule to a position where you have your own control, your own self-governance. And I think that is significant in any country's history. And the parade is, I think, a very good way to actually show that you made that transition. So yes, there's some sun and there's some people that are going to be standing up in it for a little while. But I think as a Trinidadian, as a Tobagonian, I feel a sense of pride on the parade. And I also feel that our citizens also feel a sense of pride actually seeing their armed forces and the other entities on parade actually there representing what is unique to us, what is Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, but and Carrie, I will admit that for the years that I've been paying attention to it, it has been a real spectacle.
Yes, I mean,
think so. Listen, you have to see, have you ever witnessed it?
Well, years ago.
Years ago,
correct.
I tell you, it's pretty good.
I think it is. And what we get in Tobago is people actually line the entire route from the parade ground to where we actually dismiss. So it is, you get a lot of people actually coming out. And I think from a national perspective, I think people are connected to the country a little more with that.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. All right, so let's go back to Tobago specifically now. Yeah. You said it's expected to start at 8:30.
08:30.
Yes, 08:30. I'm trying this military time. Right, so it's 8:30 in the morning that people...
8:30 a.m.
Yes.
Right.
Where is the meeting point? What is happening?
All right, so we are at the next to the Dwight York Stadium. All right, we expect people to actually be seated a little earlier because the parade actually starts when the chief secretary arrives. Okay. But we will be on the ground from around 08, and we ask people to actually be seated from around 8 a.m., 8:15 for the latest, so that as soon as the chief secretary gets in, we call the parade to attention, the national anthem is played, and then they go through the same, as you mentioned, the hot sun, and they walk around. We do that, we do the march pass, and then we do the drive pass to the vehicle. As I said, we're hoping to confirm the fly pass this year. And after that, we will do because it's not a long drawn out process. It's actually done with the spectators in mind. So there are no speeches, there are no extended discussions. It goes straight into the parade, and then from there, it immediately hits the road march, and then we get straight into the Scarborough.
All right, so that is something you can do if you're in Tobago on Saturday
definitely.
Morning, 8:30 a.m. Next to the Dwight York Stadium. We celebrate 57 years of independence, Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you very much, Lieutenant Colonel Peter Ganesh, Parade Commander, for joining us this morning, telling us what we can expect in Tobago for Independence Day.